What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got Lucy's RSQ3. I'm down at Offset. I was visiting Awesome GTI last week, which is APR UK, which picked up APR full carbon open intake. Was waiting for the last bit from Forge this week for the turbo inlet hose. So we're gonna strip that out and get this one on. Let's open up the boxes. I'll show you parts of the intake, and then as I take certain bits off, I'll show you the difference. The turbo inlet is a stupid difference. The size comparison is just mind-blowing, and the size of this filter is, you can't understand it in photos until you actually see it. Cross section, so turbo inlet will go here, and this will bend round for the intake. The elbow, size of that. And I don't think the filter is big enough, like, not far off wearing a hat. Size of that. Let's get it on, let's rip all this off. The turbo inlet, I'll show you now, the elbow, but the biggest comparison on this is when you take the OEM one off. So that goes onto a turbo, that connects to the intake. But when you see the diameter on the inside compared to the OEM one, you get why you get the gains that you do on this intake. Let's give you a little bit of a size comparison from this one. This goes along the top of the engine that connects up to the box. Sorry, I'm really dirty already. And then this is a new one. You can already see instantly the size difference on them. So much more airflow. Now the car's pretty hot, but we've got to get the turbo elbow off, which is going to be a bit of fun. I got the turbo inlet elbow off. I didn't film it because I ended up rolling all over the place trying to get it out. The car's still very hot, so it was a bit of a pain. But look at this. Airflow difference off the turbo to the new one. Onto the intake. Onto the intake. Restrictive all round here, as where this one flows consistently. So this on its own will make a huge difference. Right, I ended up forgetting to film because it started getting a bit fiddly. The turbo elbow is on. We've got the pipe across here. There's normally an APR badge here, but it's like a gel sticker and it's not in the box. So we're just arranging this. We've just got to put a bracket on down here to hold the cone section. So we're going to get that part on now, and then we're nearly done. We can start it up and get some noise clips. We're on and done. We'll get a little noise test now, and then we'll go home, get the GoPro out, and get some live reactions of how it sounds. Right, let's go and see what this sounds like, shall we? Don't know if you can hear it from in here. We'll go and get the tripod on and get it set up so you can hear some outside clips. Anyone that followed me on social media, mainly like on my Instagram page, that knows I had the Mark III Audi TT-RS before my current car. This is the exact same intake that I had on that. When we went stage 3, we actually blanked off my DV, so that flutter noise was far more prominent. You could really hear it and it sounded insane. A bit more like a Jap noise. but allows the car the much more breathing that it needs, and they just sound incredible. I don't really think you can hear it in here. The chatter's still there, but let's go and set the camera up and we'll get some outside clips, maybe a little launch control, see if it can hear it, and then I'll give you a bit of a walk around of this car, because I don't think Lucy's car's been on the channel yet. We've done a couple of bits on it, so we'll talk about what we've done on it and how it's looking. This is Lucy's Audi RSQ3 Sportback. Already got a Maximum front splitter on it that we've put on. This is actually running on the KW Haas kit, the height adjustable spring kit. It is down on the front the whole way. The rear it's up about 10 mil because it was rubbing on the arches a little bit. We could stop that if we took off the 15 mil spacers, but then the wheels look like they sat in too much. The best resolution on these cars is to obviously grind down the arches a little bit. All in all, the car looks, I love these cars. They're basically a mini Urus is what I think. With the way that obviously it slopes back, I think they look banging. I keep trying to talk her into putting it on air, but she's not really having any of it, to be honest with you. A little bit different, obviously. Beck being my missus, don't really get a say. I do what I want. Lucy, I can't really do that, although she's the twin sister. No. Hard no is the answer to that, so only so many things I can talk her into. But that being said, these obviously got the new emissions, the OPF exhaust on them, which are rubbish. So she is getting booked in quite soon to get the, I think it's Miltech that do that system for that, where OPF delete, obviously it needs stage 2 for that, so the intake will definitely help for the power. I think the boys at EcoTune are making, I'm sure they said roughly around 500-ish on these. She could do with an intercooler to make it a little bit better, but that will obviously really open up the noise of how they sound, because at the moment they're so underrated on the noise essentially of what they really should sound like. So that will make a massive difference. I think she's got some plans at some point to wrap it. See where we go. Carbon bits, no doubt. She had a carbon steering wheel in her previous cars. She likes doing the aesthetic things. It needs a set of tyres soon. I'm more than likely trying to swing her into a set of wheels while she's got to spend the money on some tyres. Spend a bit more and get some wheels. So all in all, I love these cars. Banging car. You've obviously heard the clips of the intake, which videos don't do it justice. It sounds incredible. But let me know in the comments what you think of the intake. If you've got any questions on that, if you've got an RSQ3, not sure what you should be doing in terms of what intakes and things, hit me up. I can obviously try and help you out with the answers. But other than that, drop me a like, leave me a comment, and smash that subscribe button. Peace.